Discovering My Roots, an Irish identity journey through Northern Mesopotamia. Have you ever found yourself caught between two worlds, unsure of where you truly belong? That was my life for decades, a Dubliner by birth, raised in a household where the lines of identity were beautifully blurred. My father, an Anglican from Tyrone, dedicated his life to academia at Trinity College Dublin, proudly identifying as British. In contrast, my mother, a devout Catholic from Dublin, wore her Irish identity like a badge of honor. Their marriage in 1949 was a union of two distinct worlds, each rich with its own traditions and beliefs. To add to this colorful tapestry, my paternal grandmother hailed from Glasgow, a Presbyterian with roots tracing back to Free Church of Scotland ministers. And if that wasn't enough, our family history includes a member who was convicted of treason before the Battle of the Boyne. Talk about a mix-em-gather-em inheritance. Growing up, I found myself navigating the complex boundaries of religion, nationality, and culture. From the early 1960s, I learned to adapt my accent, vocabulary, and social references to fit in with different groups. It became second nature, yet there were moments of confusion. Living in Dublin during those formative years, I often felt both at home and out of place in the very country that was nurturing me. This internal struggle, am I Irish, British, or both, haunted me for years. It wasn't until a transformative journey to southeast Turkey in 2019, armed with my trusty notebook titled Some sh*T to Remember, that I began to unravel the complexities of my identity. Accompanied by my wife and two close friends, this trip would ultimately lead to the publication of my book, An Irishman in Northern Mesopotamia, 5 years later. On the surface, my journey was about exploring the wonders of Northern Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, nestled between the legendary Euphrates and Tigris rivers, through an Irish lens. But on a deeper level, it was a quest to understand the intricate interplay of heritage, language, and identity that shapes who we are. Let's rewind to the 1960s in Ireland, where I would sit, wide-eyed, as my father spun tales of ancient civilizations. Names like Babylon, Mesopotamia, and Assyria danced in my imagination, alongside legendary figures like Zeus and Gilgamesh. Our family may not have had much money, but we were rich in books. I spent countless winter evenings lost in the pages of stories, igniting a fire within me to explore the world beyond my doorstep. Ireland's colonial past had instilled a sense of wanderlust in me, a desire to venture beyond its shores. Yet, it wasn't until my 7th decade that I finally set foot in Northern Mesopotamia. The backdrop of the troubles in Northern Ireland during my youth added another layer of complexity to my identity. I vividly remember the chaos of May 17, 1974, when a bomb blast shook Dublin, leaving an indelible mark on my memory. As a student at Trinity, I immersed myself in the natural sciences, where discussions were encouraged, and ideas flowed freely. I also discovered the joy of socializing with friends, often embarking on what we humorously dubbed the Stations of the Cross, a pub crawl through 12 local bars. Our field trips around Ireland, despite the damp weather, were filled with adventure and camaraderie, culminating in warm drinks and laughter. Navigating the troubles during visits to Northern Ireland was a challenge. I recall a fencing trip to Queen's University Belfast, where our car was stopped by soldiers, and a joke about our fencing gear nearly turned deadly. Yet, these experiences shaped my understanding of identity and belonging. After graduating, I ventured to London, where I worked various jobs, from bus conductor to hospital porter. My Irishness elicited a range of reactions, from playful banter to outright hostility. But through it all, I learned to embrace my identity, even as I faced challenges. Life continued, and I found myself in Greece, teaching English and pursuing my dream of filmmaking. My time in Saudi Arabia further broadened my horizons, where I connected with a Palestinian producer who shared his own experiences of occupation, deepening my understanding of identity and struggle. Fast forward to 2019, when my wife, friends, and I embarked on a journey through the historic landscapes of Antakya, Haran, and beyond. I marveled at the ancient wonders, from the Euphrates to the Tigris, and felt a profound connection to the past. Each site we visited, from the stunning Mor Gabriel Monastery to the ancient megaliths of Göbekli Tepe, reshaped my understanding of civilization and my place within it. As I stood on the Mervani Bridge, watching the Tigris flow beneath me, I felt the weight of my identity lift. The lifelong struggle to reconcile my Anglo-Irish heritage faded away, replaced by a sense of inner peace. I had finally found comfort in both traditions, and my pilgrimage in search of identity had come to a fulfilling end, thanks to my journey through Northern Mesopotamia. An Irishman in Northern Mesopotamia is a testament to this transformative experience, inviting readers to explore the rich tapestry of identity and heritage.